I'm going to try and call folks I haven't. Go ahead, Karen. Folks I haven't called. I called earlier. Go ahead, Karen.
You've several times today referred people to the White House counsel for questions about the process and the review. Would you bring Richard Sauber here or someone from his team to answer these questions in the briefing room in a formal capacity?
So look, the White House counsel's office has provided information on this this week as appropriate. Again, I think I just said this, I've said this multiple times during this briefing, that I know in the last 24 hours, my colleagues at the White House Counsel White House Counsel's office has been in touch with many of you and has answered a lot of your questions. And so that will continue. You reach out to them and they will certainly engage. And so I'm going to leave it there. But again, anything that is related to this review, I would send you to Department of Justice. Again, if there is something specific to this that you want from us, I would refer you to the White House Counsel office.
And is the White House concerned that this investigation is going to overshadow what you are trying to do right now, what your message is right now?
Look, our message is very clear, and it will continue to be just that. And you've seen it. That's why when I started the briefing, I laid out all of the kind of progress that we have made just this week alone. When you think about the Inflation Reduction Act, when you think about how it's going to lower costs for American families, when you think about the bipartisan infrastructure legislation, just recently, as some of you were there in Kentucky, where you saw bipartisanship talking about a bridge that has, for decades, presidents have talked about fixing that bridge. And this president, because of the bipartisanship that he was able to bring together, got that done. And so, look, we're not going to stop talking about how we're going to deliver for the American people. I actually think, and we actually believe, there are people who are watching, the American people who are watching want to hear that. They want to hear what I just laid out at the beginning of the briefing. They want to know how this president, how this administration, how the federal government is delivering for them. So we're going to continue to have those conversations. You're going to continue to hear from me speaking about that. You heard from the president yesterday talking about the CPI data and how important it was to see inflation go down in six months, and how we're seeing record low unemployment in 50 years. That is conversation, and that work is going to continue. Thanks, everybody.